Hey guys, today let's dive into a gripping thriller where every second counts. Welcome to Hit Series. Movie begins by introducing Vikram Rudraraju, an intelligent officer in the elite homicide intervention team, now admitted at hospital after experiencing a panic attack. He was haunted by the trauma of losing his sister and parents to a past tragedy. This emotional wound has left him battling PTSD and a deep-rooted fear of fire. His girlfriend Neha, a forensic expert in the same department, urges him to take a break from duty to focus on healing. The film opens not with action, but with vulnerability, and the choice to start from Vikram's internal struggles adds emotional weight right from the beginning. After hospital, Vikram received a message from his superior officer Vishwak to assist in a case already handled by Abhilash, Vikram's rival in HA. Vikram arrives at what's believed to be a suicide by gunshot, backed by a video suicide note. Abhilash insists it's open and shut, but Vikram's instincts say otherwise. He finds a piece of material with a pungent smell used in painting industry, a suspicious shoe mark on the windowsill, and then asks the key question: who stoped the video recording just after the victim died? With these subtle clues, he proves it was a murder, likely done by someone with painting industry or carpenter work. It's a masterclass in deduction and immediately shows us why Vikram is no ordinary cop. Vishwak Sen's performance in Vikram's role draws us into a man teetering between brilliance and breakdown. Due to pressure from his girlfriend Neha, Vikram take a leave for 6 months and move to his homeland. As the story moves forward, we meet Preethi, an 18-year-old college student stranded on the outer ring road after a car breaks down. A kind-hearted officer, Ibrahim, stops to help. She uses his phone to call her father and is later seen getting into a blue car. Ibrahim assumes it belongs to her family. But when Preethi disappears without a trace, her father reports it. This entire setup is grounded in realism. But no one else Ibrahim saw the blue car in the Oregon Road. Even no trace of a blue car entering or exiting it told booth CCTV footage of both sides at that time. As the last one to speak with Preethi, Ibrahim comes under suspicion. Due to the distant relation with Preethi's father Mohan, Vishwa show more interest in this case and suspend Ibrahim by accuse him as irresponsible. Vikram, now on leave, learns that Neha has gone missing too. He immediately returns to Hyderabad and pleads to rejoin the case. But as Vishwa denies the request by pointing the fact that this case will be personal for Vikram, so he will investigate over emotions rather than using his brilliance. The case is handed over to Abhilash. He openly suspects Vikram's involvement in Neha's disappearance, pointing to his unstable mental health and sudden return as red flags. Their scenes are taut with tension, helped by cold, muted visuals and sharp dialogue that echo the professional distrust boiling beneath. Despite being kept off the case officially, Vikram begins his own parallel investigation into Neha's disappearance. As she was working under forensic department, Vikram investigates her office, and from there he got to know about Preethi's case, which was under Neha's investigation. Vikram found that both the cases are similar, as both of them disappeared without any trace. He attains permission from Vishwa for this investigation. Along with his trusted colleague Rohit, he visits Preethi's college and talks to her friends, Ajay and Sandhya. From Sandhya, Vikrams get to know that Ajay was Preethi's boyfriend. But Ajay doesn't talk about that part. Then they interrogate Preethi's parents, from whom Vikram uncovers that Preethi was adopted and linked to an orphanage run by a woman named Saraswati. Actually, Preethi was adopted by Mohan's brother and wife. When both of them were dead on a car accident, Mohan adopted Preethi. Mohan's brother made Preethi as the nominee for his wealth after she became 18 years old. Till then, Mohan was assigned to be the caretaker. When they interrogate Saraswati, they got to know that Preethi was the one provided funds for the orphanage maintenance. But as Preethi believed Saraswati, she never asked how or for what is Saraswati uses the money. Then they interrogate Sheila, Preethi's neighbor. They all comes under Vikram's suspect list. Now Vikram asks Mohan to conduct a puja for his missing daughter and invite his family members and Preethi's friends. This doesn't make any sense for Mohan, but as a sharp officer, Vikram had a far beyond plan to analysis all his suspects in such a situation. A few minutes after the function started, the case takes an eerie turn when a neighbor, Sheila, provides a note claims she got it from her doorstep, indicating body lies behind a guest house. Vikram frightened, and he got another panic attack as the note depicts only about a body, which means it could be either Neha's or Preethi's. Search begins, but no body was found. Due to some keen doubts felt by Vikram, they search Sheila's house but find nothing there. But before leaving the house, Vikram notices a car wrapped in plastics. When the cover is removed, it was a blue car, and Vikram found practice sheets of same note that said about dead bodies. Vikram, now convinced by proper evidences, arrests Sheila. On interrogation, Sheila says she'd done that just on attention-seeking purposes. Even under harsh police treatments and questioning, she doesn't stagger. Vikram believes she was a hardcore criminal who won't break down and admit her crime. But Rohit says maybe she could be innocent. The direction is tight, and every detail, from Sheila's odd behavior to the interrogation sections, feels meaningful and grounded. The next scene delivers one of the film's major emotional punches. Behind the guest house, the police excavate and discover decomposed body from the spot Sheila described in her note. Forensics identify DNA from multiple suspects: Ajay, Mohan, and Saraswati. The revelation is heavy, but never sensationalized. The camera lingers on reactions, not the body, respecting the horror of the moment. The sound design is haunting in its restraint. As the evidence stacks up, Abhilash remains cold and dismissive, while Vikram becomes more certain that Preethi and Neha's cases are linked. Vikram was literally clueless what's happening, cause all his suspects were seen to be involved, but that doesn't make any sense. The investigation comes to a dead end. Then comes a break in the case. A woman named Lata steps forward, reporting a man who harassed her on the same stretch of RR. She accused a man in an ambassador car, but as same as in the case of Preeti, there is no trace of an ambassador car in the CCTV footage. But Vikram analyzes toll booth footage and notices a lorry that passed on both nights Preethi and Lata were attacked. This leads him to a startling deduction. The blue car seen earlier and ambassador seen now was transported inside the lorry, explaining its absence from CCTV. The brilliance of this sequence lies in how it unravels visually. Vikram finds that the driver of the lorry was a mechanic named Fahad, known to Ibrahim. With the driver now identified, Vikram and Ibrahim team up and trace it to Fahad. They locate Fahad's residence and prepare for confrontation. At Fahad's hideout, things turn deadly. Fahad ambushes the two officers, and in the chaos, Ibrahim is tragically killed. Vikram is left at gunpoint, facing death. Just when it seems over, Abhilash appears and shoots Fahad, saving Vikram's life. This moment is powerful not just for its action, but for what it signifies. A complete reversal of Abhilash's earlier suspicion. Their rivalry dissolves in that instant, and what's left is mutual respect. The cinematography becomes more handheld and immediate, reflecting the chaos and urgency. With Fahad in custody, the truth begins to surface. He confesses he was hired to abduct both Preethi and Neha, and leads them to the real perpetrators. Vikram and Abhilash reach the final location and are devastated to find Rohit, Vikram's close colleague, involved. Rohit attempts to shoot Vikram, but is gunned down. Inside the house, they find Swapna, Rohit's wife, who delivers the final, chilling confession. Swapna, Preethi, and Swapna's little sister were raised in the same orphanage. When Mohan's brother came to orphanage to adopt a child, Swapna asked Preeti to let her younger sister to get that opportunity because she suffers from a heart disease. As a wealthy man, Mohan's brother will treat her and save her. Preeti accepts Swapna's request, but she doesn't stand with that proposal and left orphanage with Mohan's brother. After a few months, Swapna's sister died due to the disease. Swapna, emotionally disturbed and plagued by jealousy and grudge, meets Preethi after several years. But Preethi doesn't even recognize Swapna. This made Swapna so mad. Swapna hired Fahad to kidnap Preethi. Then, Swapna killed Preethi. Rohit, to protect her and their secret, abducted Neha, who got a crucial evidence to delay the investigation. This revelation is heartbreaking and darkly poetic. The camera stays close to faces, making the pain in Vikram's eyes unavoidable. This isn't just a twist. It's a tragedy. Neha is rescued, physically unharmed but emotionally scarred. Swapna, is arrested. Vikram reads a note left by Rohit, in which he confesses his guilt and expresses his wish to die by Vikram's hand as penance. Abhilash, once a rival, now stands beside Vikram with quiet solidarity. The emotional weight of the case lingers long after the arrest. In the final moments, Vikram is targeted in an assassination attempt, a clean, sudden shot that jolts the viewer. The screen fades with more questions than answers, hinting at a larger conspiracy and setting up the next chapter in the hit universe. The direction here is careful, giving closure to the case but not the character. The sound returns just briefly to echo tension, and the final frame leaves a lasting impression.